Yes. People, what's going on? It's Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Today on Vibes from the 6th, we got you guys a very, very, very interesting show. It looks like Spurs have been rejected by Mathys Tel. Arsenal will be facing Manchester City at the Emirates in the Premier League. And we got a bunch of other things to talk about also, potentially Marcus Rashford going somewhere, Liverpool facing Bournemouth. I forget who Manchester United are playing, but there's so many different games we got to discuss and talk about. But before we go any further, please do hit that like button, guys. Please do hit that subscribe button, guys. And let's get the show started the right way. Now, first things first, I got my guy Vader in the building. We're going to be facing Man City, so Vader has to be here to talk about Manchester City. By the time he's done his trip, he's probably going to be at home ready to go. And then we got M in the house. How you doing?
Pick up. All good, man.
Playing this weekend?
We got Crystal Palace Sunday.
Crystal Palace, that is a bogey team of Manchester United, if I ever heard a bogey team before. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, Liverpool play Bournemouth, also a potential banana skin, and they also got a back-to-back with Everton in midweek, and Liverpool are being called Champions League favorites, and we got Rack just about to jump into his camera frame any moment now. And yeah, I just finished up on the top 6, guys. Honestly, it was a very, very, very interesting show. Guys, go check it out whenever you get a chance. But before we go any further, please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button. And let's talk about the quick UCL recap. Vater, your boys made it. Your boys made it. And now you're going to face Real Madrid. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, listen. Was there ever any doubt? Did you rivals actually doubt that City was going to advance?
There was.
Come on.
There was.
There was? See, that's the problem.
You were 1-0 down, no?
No, I'm saying even before the match had started, were you rivals actually thinking? Did you actually think that City would not advance out of the group, the quote unquote group stages? Even when we were 1 goal down, did you guys think that the team that's been representing England for so many years now, the team that's had to be the example of what the Prem's all about, did you think that we were not going to make it out of the group stages?
Hey,
no disrespect to M, but
you made it out, but you now made it out in like one of the worst positions. You're going to be facing Real Madrid.
Oh, I gotta see. Yeah, I gotta challenge you on this one. One could look at it as the worst conditions, but at the same time, you gotta. Ric Flair said it beautifully. To be the best, you gotta beat the best. Woo! You have to do that. That's what we're about to do. That's what we've got to do. If we're gonna advance on, if we're gonna show that we're gonna be the best, we gotta beat the best. If it wasn't gonna be Real Madrid, it was gonna be Bayern. We are taking this. We're gonna take this journey, and we're gonna accept it for what it is, because we have not been playing good football all season. We deserve this type of outcome, and if we're going to turn anything around, it should be against the 15 UCL winners. It should be. So we'll talk more about the UCL matchups as we get closer to it, but we advanced. And any of you haters that thought that City weren't going to make it out, listen, eggs on your face. Don't ever doubt the Treble 4-peat winners. All right? That's all I got to say right now. We'll talk about the whole Arsenal game a little later. I'm happy with Champions League.
Your audio is moving mad. Now, before we go any further, what the hell's going on?
It's always crackling, Vader. I don't know if it's when you're on the move, but it's always like crackle, crackle, crackle.
Oh, maybe it's picking up extra sound. Okay, let me take off.
It's like snap, crackle, pop. Where is Ahmed?
Pop goes City or Real Madrid's Champions League hopes in a few weeks. One of them's going to. Someone's it's not exactly someone's O's got to go, but someone's one of the pre-tournament favourites will be eliminated.
Yeah,
and then the winner of that matchup could face either Arsenal or Inter.
Oh, it's looking good. It's about to start looking good.
Right, so it's a very interesting potential matchup there. Now, before we go any further, Rack, you're the favorite.
How's the audio now? Is this better?
Slightly, but Rack, you're the favorite in the Champions League. How you feel?
It's different.
Rock, you're the favorite to win the Champions League. How are you feeling?
We're playing well, man. So right now we're favourites. Yeah. I was glad to see that we rotated heavily for the game against PSV. You know what? It's weird. It's a weird one because I wanted us to win and I wanted us to top the group, but I also didn't want us to play any of our main players, and we kind of got that. We didn't win the game, so we didn't. I would have liked, it would have been nice to have like 8 out of 8 wins, but maybe I'm being a little bit too greedy. We did what we needed to do, and we topped the group, and yeah, we're in a good place, man. We're in a good place. Our squad's getting back to almost full fitness, and yeah, it's very rare that you have an opportunity at these times to have a little midweek off, but we were able to rotate, and that's good.
You know what? I don't know if Jay's going to make it today, but we're going to have to talk about Spurs in a bit. Before we go any further, guys, do me a favor. Please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button. Let's just talk about Liverpool right away first. Guys, honest opinion. Everyone believe Liverpool can win the Champions League? Because right now, their road to the Champions League final is looking very, very, very clear. Like, if I show you guys what their potential road to the Champions League final, the teams that they're going to have to play, it looks like they're not going to have a tough matchup potentially until the semifinals potentially. As in the round of 16,
isn't it all based on draws and like because there's going to be another draw after this, right? So we could still end up in the same.
No, bro. There is no draw. It's basically you are going to get. Let me explain how it works.
Yeah, explain it to him. Explain it to him, Miguel.
It's a bracket. Liverpool has scenarios.
Egal knows all about my business. We know about this. We know about this season. So I'm waiting for Egal. You want to do that again? Let's explain the Champions League. 1 second. Let's explain the Champions League knockout phase bracket to everybody. So the knockout phase happens. The winner of the knockout phase between Brest and PSG, or the winner between Monaco and Benfica, play either Liverpool or Barcelona. So Liverpool could potentially face PSG, Brest, Monaco, or Benfica. Now, depending on who you play, it's gonna put you on one side of the bracket, and it's gonna put Barcelona on the other side of the bracket. If Liverpool get put on this side of the bracket, let me say this. After you face the teams like Brest or Monaco or Benfica or PSG, then your next potential outcome to get you to the quarterfinals, from the quarterfinals to the semifinals, is the Aston Villas, the Lilles, the Club Bruges, the Atlantas. No, but this is the point, Egal. Look, we could still end up in the side of the bracket with Man City or Real Madrid in this case, and you guys. I think we could end up in the top half of the draw or the bottom half of the draw. Just like Barcelona could end up in the top half of the draw.
What you need to realize is forget about this half of the draw. It's really only about this part. Do you get what I'm saying? Up until the quarterfinals right here, you don't really have a tough matchup until the semifinals. Because in the semifinals is where you're gonna face either the Real Madrids, the Man Cities, the Atletico Madrids, the Inters or Arsenals. That's where you potentially are going to face the tough matchups.
And I think with Barcelona as well, us and Barcelona, because we finished top 2, basically we have the second leg always. We always have the second leg at home, as far as I'm aware. Yeah. I think that's what they said. So that's a good advantage for us.
So unless you face Barcelona. Unless you face Barcelona, and even in the unless you go to the final, all the way to the final, you have home advantage.
Yeah. They'll always play the last game at home.
So Liverpool, not only are they the favorites, they have the best route to the final because they finished first.
You know what I do like? Rax spoke about it. He's not on camera right now. Hopefully my audio is a little better. But the fact that he wasn't able to go undefeated throughout the UCL was something I know many Liverpool fans wanted, and I think it's actually good for Liverpool because it gives Slot that slight poor performance and then still coach up the team and keep them hungry, keep them eager to really perform. But I agree with you, yeah, man. They got a nice ease, and I'm not going to say easy because it's UCL, but they got a nice path on the way to possibly winning this Champions League.
What are you saying, Talk to me. You don't
Right, I've got no horse in this race, so I'm just letting you have your Champions League talk, and then you can get on to the Europa.
You talk to me about the Europa League. Who's going to win that?
I think we're favourites. Especially judging of how Tottenham have been performing.
Are you?
Yeah, I think we are. Who would you say is favourites in the Europa?
Atletico Bilbao?
No. I wouldn't say that. I don't even know if you're being serious or not. But no, I don't think. Sorry.
Once again, I'm being serious. Did I say something crazy?
Yeah, I get it, bro. We're 12th. I get it. But no, I don't think we're going to be. I don't think Atletico Bilbao are favourites. I think it's either us or Spurs, but obviously Spurs haven't, been looking good in recent weeks.
In terms of stature of club, there's no one in that competition comparable to United, right?
Yeah. I think even with the signings coming in as well, I'm not sure if you lot saw the Tel talk in rejecting Spurs as well. So I think we might be we're in for him. I'm not sure if Arsenal are as well, but I think there's about 7 clubs in for him.
Forget about Tel for a second. Did you see Newcastle, guys? Newcastle mean business.
Right,
These guys bid 60 million for Mbeumo.
Oh wow. Yeah, they're not messing around.
16 million for Bryan Mbeumo. That is crazy.
That's crazy. But I don't know what.
He's a good player.
Even Watkins for 60 million as well. 29-year-old. That's crazy as well.
Newcastle could have one of the best front lines in the league. Mbeumo, Isaac, and Anthony Gordon. Arguably goes up against any front line in the league.
It's up there.
That's up there with any front line in the league. Don't you guys agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think it's good business. That 60 million is like crazy.
It's not going to happen. Like, I don't know if it's guaranteed it's going to happen, but to make an approach for 60 million is serious. Like, you're not messing around. Just to put 60 million on the table, I think that's very close to his valuation.
How old is he?
It's one of those things that if they put that bid in at the start of the window, I think potentially Brentford might look at it and think, you know what?
Mbeumo's 25.
The thing is, maybe
25.
But the thing is, maybe they thought, it's the bald head. It's the bald head that makes him.
If you look like this, look at
that guy.
It's true. It's definitely the bald head. Just adds another 10 years on him.
That is mad. What a transformation! The man needs to get to Turkey fast.
Nah, that's crazy. Yeah, continue, guys.
But yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one because I guess Newcastle, maybe they waited till the end of the window because then Brentford might have accumulated enough points to think they're kind of like safe in the Premier League and all that kind of stuff. But I still think they're kind of. I don't think they'll go down. I very much doubt they'll go down. But if they lose one of their key players, who knows what might happen, right? So.
Yeah, selling them now.
Yeah,
that's not looking good.
But the thing is, if they get Mbeumo, I mean, who's betting against them getting Champions League place? Not many. It would take a brave person to do that. So they got 20 million. Do they get 20 million for Almiron or something like that? They were trying to get something like that from.
No way, they sold Almiron.
Well, they were looking at it. Isn't Lazio and Atletico Bilbao are the two clubs, number 1, number 2 in the Europa League right now? So that means.
What do you mean, number 1 and number 2?
Number one seed is Lazio. Number 2 seed is Bilbao. Number 3 seed is Man United. Number 4 seed is Tottenham. So you 4 are like the 4 favorites.
Yeah. We started off a bit slow, but yeah, we haven't lost in the Europa League.
Those other teams are better defensively. Yeah, you know what? You drew 3 games, but you never lost. Tottenham lost 1 game. Surprising. I didn't realize you guys were actually doing that well. To be fair, I haven't watched the Europa League since we were in it, like back then. Maybe tune in here and there slightly, but not really like too much. That's what I was gonna say.
Was it last year? Last year they had some good teams in the Europa League.
But look at your performances in the league for you and Tottenham compared to the Europa League. It just goes to show the standard of the Europa League is so much lower. And now that you don't have the Champions League teams dropping in, you really don't have much to worry about compared to before, where the Champions League teams dropping in sometimes always win it.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. But to be fair, even if the 4 teams you just showed there, it's going to be a last. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Even Tottenham, I don't know what to expect from them. They're the one club you just don't know what to expect. Whether they're going to win, they could throw it away next game. I have no idea with Tottenham, but they're like the team I'm really worried about. Saying that, I don't want to meet Lazio in the final or anything like that, because they're just going to set up with a good defense. Them Italians, bro.
All right, let's talk about it.
Also for the fans, that would be. Yeah, I'm not a big.
All right, let's get straight into it. Hopefully, Bader joins back. Mathys Tel has informed Tottenham he does not want to join them after Daniel Levy flew to Germany to get the deal agreed for 60 million euros. Mathys Tel has informed Tottenham he does not want to join them. He also has informed Chelsea he does not want to join them. Manchester United, Chelsea, Aston Villa are currently all in contact after he rejected Tottenham. He flat out rejected Tottenham. He told Chelsea, I'm not sure about you guys, but it looks like Manchester United, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Chelsea are the teams that he wants to go to. He fully straight up just rejected Tottenham. Crazy.
This is like, at secondary school, right? And one of your friends says, that girl, she likes you, man. You should ask her out. You ask her out. And she suddenly ranks you up. This is what they've done. Right to his face, Daniel Levy has just fucking embarrassed. He flew all the way there. He could have
€60 million.
You could have done Zoom.
He's punching way above his weight, isn't
it? He said he was gonna put 60 million on the table, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I can't believe that.
I thought they were looking to loan him. Weren't they looking to loan him?
Bro,
United.
Tottenham got to the level where they agreed a fee.
Yeah. Just couldn't agree with the player. Well, boy, it goes to show, innit? Man United flipping sitting 12th, still got a pull no matter what people say about Man United. We've still got that
or it could just be he backs himself to get into the United team.
Yeah, but come on, who wouldn't back themselves to get into the Tottenham team?
So right now, it's being reported from 2 different people. Tel would be open to a loan deal to Manchester United, pressing ahead for a move for Tel.
Oh, wait. Where's he from? He's Danish, isn't he? Is he Danish?
What? No, he's French.
He's French. Okay, cool. So who's in the French team that's at Spurs?
He's not getting into the French team right now. He's under 21.
No, I'm saying like because I'm thinking like he's probably just done a quick Google search on Tottenham Hotspur and just thought, no trophies? No. Or he's spoken to someone. Do you know what I mean?
He came from Bayern, to be fair. So
from
Bayern to Tottenham is a big downgrade.
Oh, but he's probably got Kane there. He's probably spoken to Kane. He said, whatever you do, don't go Spurs.
Yeah. So you guys don't got nothing to say on this. You're just laughing. Vader, did you hear about Mathys Tel rejecting Manchester United?
Listen, United.
I mean, he rejected Tottenham for Manchester United.
I mean, you can understand why. Like, as terrible, as bad, as disgusting as United are, they're still a better destination than Spurs.
Of course we
are. So you can't blame them. It looks like United are trying to clear out some of the dead wood. Maybe it's not been something he'll be really happy and benefiting of next season, but the season after. It's long term. It's the better move. Spurs don't win anything.
What did you not think of the player? Like, have you not seen much of him, or you've probably seen the same comps I have?
I think
I've seen Chelsea fans talking about him. Scouting report is he's a left winger that can also play as a striker. He's relatively unproven as a finisher. He's quite young, and I wouldn't say he's clinical. I don't know how much of a level raiser he would be for Manchester United, but you guys need quality. With Rashford leaving, bringing him in, it's almost like a like-for-like replacement.
100%. Especially, did you see the reports of Aston Villa maybe in for Marcus Rashford? So I think
you know that right there is
Watkins.
Hilarious.
I think Watkins might be going Arsenal, bro, because I think they're looking for a replacement in Rashford, and they're similar type players, like run the channel strikers.
Bro, talk to me. Do you guys honestly think Arsenal can pull off a Watkins deal this late in the window?
Mate, I don't know why you just don't go in for Rashford. Why are you going to spend 60, 70 mil on Watkins when you got Rashford sitting there for 40
Bro,
million?
Vader can vouch for me. Watkins is more useful to what we need than Rashford right now.
Yeah, but for how long? How long do you reckon Watkins is going to be able to? Because I think it's perfect business for Aston Villa.
Bro, Rashford. The thing is, you don't understand. Rashford doesn't track back. Rashford doesn't create chances for us. Rashford doesn't what do you call it? Do anything outside of just scoring, and even scoring, he's not consistent.
Yeah, cool.
So why would we add another player who's problematic when we can get a player who solves the majority of our issues?
I get what you're saying. I'm just looking at it as like a business, from a business point of view. Like Rashford's younger.
I don't think Rashford helps us. I think Rashford, in the long term, becomes another issue because he's a player who will not fit into how we play.
Yeah, well,
our forwards do a lot of work off the ball.
Yeah,
Rashford
you'd probably. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Watkins, I don't even think Watkins will give you what you need.
No, but Watkins is not he's not a winger. We're signing him as a striker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, but like even if you put Rashford up front, I'm still not convinced that Watkins offers so much more.
You think Rashford up front is better than Watkins?
No. I didn't say that. What I'm saying is they're both pretty shit back to goal. Let's be real. They are pretty shit back to goal.
Who's a better chance creator, Watkins or Rashford?
Probably chance creator of probably this season. Yeah, Watkins probably. But if you're saying goal scorer, Watkins, 100%.
Who's gonna be solving more problems for Arsenal? Rashford coming into Arsenal playing on the wing, or Ollie Watkins coming into Arsenal playing at the striker position?
Well, yeah, if you put it like that. What I'm saying is, if you brought in Rashford, someone like a Rashford,
what would Rashford do for us? He's another player we need to build his confidence. Ollie Watkins comes into Arsenal. He's Premier League proven, impact player. Immediately walks into our team and is our best finisher. He's a focal point of the striker position who we can play to, and he gives us more of a direction. Bring in Rashford, bro. Really and truly, Rashford's just a taller, slower version of what do you call it, Trossard for us.
You could probably get him until the end of the season on loan, and then in the summer.
I don't want Rashford, bro.
I'm just trying to send him to you.
I don't want Marcus Rashford.
Take him off our hands, man.
I don't want Marcus Rashford. I think Marcus Rashford right now, it would be to our detriment bringing him into the team. He wouldn't benefit us. Plus, he's on ridiculous wages.
Yeah, he's gonna have to take a pay cut because I think that's right? If Aston Villa can get him on loan.
Why not? Let them have him. We don't need him. Let Aston Villa take the gamble on Rashford. We don't need Rashford.
Yeah, he could. Oh boy, let's see who you end up with. But are you happy with the signing of Watkins?
Bro, we are not getting Ollie Watkins unless Aston Villa go and get two more players. What makes me think they're going to sell John Duran and Ollie Watkins this window? That's ridiculous. It's not happening.
I think they will, because I think 60 million or 70 million would be too much money for them to refuse, especially for a 29-year-old.
You know what? Let's quickly talk about Man United. Who's Man United playing?
Palace.
Or prediction?
I'm going for a win, you know. Feeling confident, boys. I'm feeling confident. I'm going for a win. Quick score prediction, 2-0. Hopefully we can keep a clean sheet, bro.
Wait, slow down. What is it about the club? What is it about the team that's got you feeling confident? Like, give me some detail.
To be fair, we've improved like the last couple of games. I'll be honest, especially last. I'm not sure if you lot saw last night's performance.
No.
But yeah. No, bro. That was probably our best performance. That's what's giving me confidence.
Who did you play, bro?
It wasn't a great team.
FCSB. Never heard of them in my life.
Yeah. I'll be honest. They're not a great team, so I'm not really basing it off their performance. I'm basing it off our performance, which was pretty good.
Palace at home, Manchester United have historically struggle in this game.
It's always been a challenging game for us. I'll be real, but I'm secretly confident. I'm secretly confident. So I'm going to 2-0. 2-0. Clean sheet
Vader,
as
what are you
well.
saying? Give us a quick score prediction.
You know, Chris.
Is
Nah, this is going to be a
still there?
disappointment.
Rack, you in the building? No, go ahead, Vader.
I think this is a draw. I think it's a draw because the momentum's there for United. That's why I wanted to ask some more details on M. But at the same time, it seems like Crystal Palace has always found a reason to make the games difficult, and I'm seeing a 2-2.
Desmond.
All right. Yo, what the hell's going on with City? Vader, you guys are making signings.
Is that 215 million spent in Jan?
Hey, Em, I don't want to hear you talk about my spend. Don't do that.
Bro, I swear you broke a record. That's when no one spent 250 million in the transfer window.
I'm hearing you guys
in a January transfer window.
So you're gonna sign Nico Gonzalez, and you're trying to sign another player right now? What's going on? Yo, Rack, did you hear City are gonna sign their 5th player of the window?
So, Raider's moving in style, man. Raider moves in silence and he moves in style. Look at that panoramic roof. He ain't messing about.
Bro, right now, they're trying to get Ederson, Douglas Luiz, and this Cambiaso guy.
We're not doing all that. We're not doing all that. I think there's a strong lean towards that Cambiaso at UV, which would be an amazing signing because I think his versatility to be able to play defensively would be great. This Gonzalez news is very promising. But I'm not, until I see a here we go, I'm not going to do any speculating on it. I'm going to be like Pep. I'm not talking about transfer until they're through the door. If we had this spot, we have to decide. We bought the already. And you know what? We got Echeverri, who was a summer signing to come in Feb. If we happen to get 6 new players within this January-February time frame, it speaks to how poorly we managed the summer transfer window.
Fair. Bro, on a serious, I need to know. Sunday, are you going to be out and about or are you going to be home? Because right now the audio is terrible.
Yo, yeah, my apologies. Sunday, I'm locked in. I'll be in studio. Post game, we'll do our thing. Even tomorrow, if you're doing any content tomorrow, let's do something proper. We'll link up and talk then.
All right, no worries.
Bless guys.
Hey, that's
wait, you're not going. You're not going. You're not going.
No, I'm going to go on mute. I'm going on mute.
Don't go anywhere. But yeah, hey, again, imagine
we need to talk about
that team. That team we played in the Champions League. I mean, that team that we played in the Europa League. That's actually true. I had to check it. You know, they've actually won a Champions League, bro, in 1986.
What?
Yeah.
Who said that?
Someone said it in the chat, so I just had to confirm it. So the team that we played in Europa League, they've actually got European pedigree.
Unbelievable.
You know what's the name of the team? What's the team? What's the name of the team?
FCSB. It's a Romanian team.
SB.
Yeah, FC.
Steaua Bucharest.
Chelsea fans will tell you that club.
Yeah. Steaua Bucharest. That's it. Yeah.
Chelsea fans will tell you that's
the European, not European royalty, but they had a rich and illustrious history. I don't know if they won it or they get to the final.
They won it, 1986.
Bro, 1 second. Chelsea fans will tell you they're a bigger club than Arsenal because they won it. That's how they roll, right? While we're talking about Chelsea, quick question: are Chelsea in a mini crisis, guys? Because they haven't won a game. 7 games, 1 win.
Chelsea, yeah, no, they are. Boy, I don't know what's going on with Chelsea.
And Rack, I want to hear from Rack. I want to hear from Vader. You guys are guys who played them recently. You got 3-1. You humbled them. They beat Wolves. They drew. Then they lost to Crystal Palace. They drew to Crystal Palace, lost to Ipswich, lost to Fulham, drew to Everton. And then this was their last win before that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah, that don't look good,
6,
does it?
7 games. 7 games, 1 win. That's mad.
Well, I don't know if the audio is better now. I'm trying a different headset, but
Who did
maybe
play this week?
maybe we all should have listened to them when they said they weren't in a title race.
I know.
Like honestly,
Yeah.
maybe we should apologize and say you know what, you guys weren't gaslighting, you guys weren't playing the underdog, the chill dog, or whatever they were trying to do. You guys knew your team was crap and you weren't in a title race.
Wait, they weren't saying their team was crap. They were saying Cole Palmer is one of the best players in the league. They're saying they have the best squad depth. They were saying they have the best attack in the league. Kez himself was saying, was making Banter's posts about how a bunch of his players get into Arsenal's 11. And I was like, now we're looking at it and it's like, they were overhyping their team.
No, but then they started saying, oh no, they were trying to be humble, right? They were trying to say, we're not in a title race, we're just there, we're just chilling, we're just enjoying the ride, all this kind of stuff. But they hoped, for sure, they hoped.
They were hyping up their team.
They're a bit of a mess, man, because even did you not hear about the Garnacho news? So they're in for Garnacho, but I'm like, why are you in for another winger when we all know
the reason why they want Garnacho, they think Garnacho is a better finisher on the left-hand side than all the players. They signed Mudryk, who's not playing. Neto, who they found out for 50 million pounds, he's an aesthetic merchant and he doesn't actually get many goals or assists. Nadi Madueke is probably their best right winger right now because Cole Palmer plays in the middle, and they have no striker, so they're kind of fucked.
So
they went from being the best attack to start the season, as their fans were saying, to now being.
Are you upset
middle of the top 6?
Are you upset to lose Garnacho?
No, he's kicking him out the door, bro. He's flying to the airport.
To be honest, bro, I've seen enough. I don't think he's going to improve that much. I think what you're seeing now is what you're going to see from
He's 20 years old.
I know
the underlining numbers say he's one of the best finishers in that left wing position.
Are you glad you didn't get Neto?
Listen, bro, we've seen better players leave.
You wanted him. You wanted Neto. I remember your streams.
Bro. I am grateful. We didn't get Pedro Neto.
EGL scouting.
Would you say Neto is better than Garnacho?
James Maddison as well. You call James Maddison second choice.
James Maddison, Basuma, all players I was yelling and screaming Arsenal to sign. I am grateful that they didn't listen to me because they're all three. Basuma, he's shit, right? Madison,
you're scouting scrap. Yeah.
Madison, he's a purple patch guy. He has good purple patches, and then he looks good. And then Pedro Neto, bro, Gabriel Magalhaes has more goals than him in less games.
You know what the good thing is, right? It's so much easier to say players are shit when they go to your rivals than they actually are shit. It's actually quite satisfying when that happens.
Bro, I thought, our backup goalkeeper, Neto?
Yeah.
People were calling for him to be our number 1 keeper when we signed Ramsdale.
That's mad.
So it's a good thing that you don't listen to fans. Anyways, Rack disappears once again. But before we go any further, quick question. Chelsea, do they win this weekend?
West Ham, innit? Monday they're playing.
West Ham. Graham Potter, revenge game.
I'm going for a Chelsea win, but I don't think it's going to
Imagine if Chelsea lose to Potter.
Do you know what? I actually do want to see that.
That would be so funny, man.
I know, innit?
And you guys know, Monday night games.
Absolutely lose it.
Monday night games. The most carnage things happen sometimes on Monday night games.
Pure entertainment.
Where is it at the Olympic Stadium or is it at Chelsea?
No, unfortunately, it's at Stamford Bridge. But Stamford Bridge is a brothel recently, so it's fine.
Oh, man. Potter smash and grab at the bridge. That would be so funny.
Oh, he'll celebrate the shit out of those goals. It'll be so nice to see. But
Go on, just for the banter, I'm gonna say 1-0 to West Ham.
yeah, you know what? I do think West Ham are not good enough to beat Chelsea right now. It is what it is. What are you saying, Vader? Chelsea versus West Ham.
No, that's a dub for Chelsea. That's a dub for Chelsea. Nah, don't. No, there's no narratives. There's no interesting storylines. It's a Chelsea win.
Bro, let me show you something, by the way. Look at what I got next to me. Scotty Barnes.
Oh, Scotty Barnes. All right.
Yeah. Bro, I got my Raptors kit. My Raptors shirt. I'm ready.
Yeah, you gotta stay connected to Toronto because that London lights turned you soft.
Hardly home, but always repping, you know? Hardly home, but always repping. Let's go on to the next game, guys. As the Chelsea game, it is what it is. We spoke about the crisis, Liverpool, UCL. We spoke about that. Quickly, just see what's going on. United are in advanced talks with Sporting's Quell. Who the hell is this guy?
Quell from Sporting. I think he's a winger, isn't he?
What? So this is the replacement for Rashford?
No, I think that Till guy is the replacement.
So who's this guy? Is he any good?
I'll be honest with you. I ain't seen much of him, but again, I don't understand how like our scouts are operating because I don't know. It must be a good thing because literally we're just being linked to new players every day, and then
a Sporting player means like that to me sounds like it's an Amarin link.
Yeah, but Amarin did also say that he's not going to sign any players from Sporting at least until January. So I don't know whether to believe this or not.
These could be next summer.
Probably summer, yeah, in the summer window. I think, yeah. Because
I thought United had no money. I thought they were in like financial trouble.
We are. That's why I'm seeing 33 million.
Yo, what the hell? Chelsea's
this
making a last-ditch move for Evan Ferguson. Now this is panicking. Surely this is panicking.
What's the source you got? Where are you getting this?
The Guardian Sports.
All right. 11th hour.
Chelsea really are. They really are.
People in the chat saying he's good.
What's it called? Player trading tip. They're just buying players if they can get them at a good price, so they can flip them a season or two later. And I mean, it's working. Some players it's working on, some players it's not. You know, like they've made a couple of million here or there on some minor players, but you know, is Enzo worth 110 million still if you were to sell him on the open market now? Probably not.
Nope.
Caicedo maybe he is. Mudryk, well, he's not playing football for the foreseeable. It's like they're buying players just to kind of trade them in. I don't know. It's bizarre a little bit.
Well, that's how they do things, isn't it? That's their new method of signing players. They want to sign players at that age, build them up for like the next 3-4 years, and then sell them for a profit. They've taken that Brighton kind of like philosophy. Ferguson to Chelsea, actually, I don't even know what to think of that, seriously, because I don't think he's a bad player. Do you reckon he'll cook at Chelsea?
Bro, it's a panic signing.
Yeah, definitely a panic signing, but I thought it was a loan. Are they actually offering money for him?
When he first came in, he took the Premier League a little bit by storm. He was scoring a lot of goals for a young kid. He was playing well, but then he had this injury, right? And since then, he's just kind of gone off the boil. And this is why young players just don't put too much hopes on them. Don't put too much pressure on them. Let's just see how it goes. Like, there's no point in saying,
Chelsea
going to be the next.
Chelsea have blocked the Disasi departure to Aston Villa. They said Disasi's staying.
Right,
that means he's going to cause more disasters for their back line.
They probably couldn't find another centre back to replace him, or they don't have the money to go in. I don't know, because he's not good enough. I don't think he's what Chelsea need.
No, he's nowhere near what Chelsea need. Quickly, let's go through some of the Premier League games. Let's see what the Premier League games are before we finish off the video, because of course we're going to talk about the big game between Arsenal and Man City. We spoke about Bournemouth, Liverpool slightly. Rack, you still there? No.
Yeah.
What's your score prediction for Bournemouth?
Bournemouth are playing well, despite the fact they've got a lot of injuries. To be fair, they're doing really well. I think Forest played into their hands a little bit. Once Forest went down 1-0 last week, they tried to get back at them. They went a bit too hard, and Bournemouth punished them. They've been playing really well recently.
Bournemouth have taken points off all the top teams this season.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a challenging game. But we're playing really well at the moment. And that's why I believe in us. If we weren't playing well, then it would be maybe a different story. But we are playing really well. I expect us to go there, have a tough game, but I expect us to win. And
so
2-0.
business as usual.
Business as usual, exactly.
Liverpool late penalty for Mo Salah to win the game.
Liverpool early free kick from Trent Alexander-Arnold.
I think mine suits the agenda better. Anyways,
So.
1-0 Liverpool. That's what you're saying?
2-0.
You know what? I need a little chaos. I would love to see Bournemouth beat Liverpool.
Why don't you lose to City and then let's see what you can see some chaos firsthand. You don't have to experience chaos vicariously through me.
You know what? I think I've seen enough chaos.
Indulge in your own chaos.
You know what, Rack? I think I've seen enough chaos with the refereeing decisions and Arsenal getting charged. By the way, do you finally agree with me?
Raider, what's the time? It's taken us 52 minutes of the show, and then finally the refereeing decisions have come up.
No, but Rack,
what a surprise!
Even you, as the Arsenal conspiracy theorist denier, is
in general in life I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all.
Yeah, you're a conspiracy theorist denier. Now, before we go any further, I just want to let the record show you do agree that the referee made a mistake versus Wolves, sending off Mathys Tel, right?
Yeah. We were on a stream on Sunday. And what did I say? I said I watched the game. I watched the game. I was watching the Liverpool game. I heard Arsenal had a player sent off. I flicked over to the Arsenal game to see what was going on. And I immediately tweeted, that's harsh from Skelly.
Okay. Now, since then, they doubled down and they said that it was the right decision and that it was unnecessary force utilized on above the ankle, and that is deemed foul play. And then it was the quickest overturned refereeing decision from the FA. It was overturned within 2 hours. And after
was it the quickest?
Yes.
How do you know? How do you know? Is there a table of like the time it takes for something to be overturned?
It was reported.
Eagle's tracking all of this. You
could just say it got overturned, and that's fine.
No, it was reported by journalists.
Rax. When it comes down to referees and what's happened in the past, Egal tracks it. If he says something that's the quickest or the longest or whatever with regards to refs, trust him. He is the referee expert.
Right. So this is where things get funny. Then Arsenal get charged from the FA for improper conduct surrounding the referee for an incorrect decision, which they have had overturned because it was incorrect. Now you tell me this is not a witch hunt. You tell me that's not retaliation. You tell me that these guys they don't have a level of bias against Arsenal to try to stick it on us at this point.
Correlation is not causation, Egal. This is the problem that we all have with Arsenal fans, is that something happens and then another thing happens and you immediately put but A plus B doesn't always equal C. We all know
Sometimes
this.
It equals AB.
No, that would be A times B.
Long story short, bro.
Look, I will say I think Arsenal were harshly dealt with there. I understand why we were charged. I don't necessarily, because you did surround the referee, but lots of other teams also surround the referee. So I understand that. I think both of those things are fair. If they did that every time, then lots of teams would be charged. If they did that every time, lots of teams would be charged. I agree.
I
agree. Keep it consistent. But I still don't think there's a witch hunt against Arsenal.
Okay. Let me go through it. Okay. This season alone, Arsenal would have 7 to 9 more points. Liverpool would have dropped some.
No, you can't say that. Because
okay, let's go through it, Rack. Let's go through it. Okay.
Yeah.
Number one, the disallowed goal in the final minutes of the game versus Liverpool. That refereeing decision right there is cost Arsenal 2 points. Number one.
Okay,
Number
but there was a legitimate reason for that to be given a foul. You can't just say stuff.
It's a subjective decision.
It's a subjective decision. Okay, so it could go one way or the other.
Okay, so you want clear and definitive. Okay, you want clear and definitive? Declan Rice's yellow card versus Brighton.
I think that was harsh. By the letter of the law, he had to kick the ball away, but it's harsh.
I've not seen anyone else. I've not seen anyone else doing that.
For me, it's the consistency. Like, if you're gonna send Rice off, then you got to be, you got to hold that energy for because I think Trossard had a similar situation, didn't he?
Trossard's was much worse than Declan Rice. Declan Rice just put a little flick and it went about a yard away. Trossard kicked the ball quite far. Trossard's was a second yellow card.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a yellow card.
How about this? William Saliba sending off in the same week. Tosin doesn't get sent off for Chelsea, and Van de Ven, who's running on goal, one-on-one with the player, takes him out, and they deemed that it wasn't enough for a red card. Also,
you go. Let's take each one individually. Just because, forget about Van de Ven. Was Saliba's red card a red card? I think quite clearly yes.
Because I think Ben White was on there.
Yes.
Ben White was covering.
Ben White was not covering anywhere near. That
Bro,
was a clear. No.
Okay, time for me to get the diagrams out. This is ridiculous.
Oh my god! Sorry, no, it was a penalty. It was a penalty. It was a penalty. I can't do the diagrams. Sorry, I can't do the diagrams. Please spare us the diagrams.
Do you know what though, Agal? I've had people literally. I've had Arsenal fans come out and say they're not confident against City on Sunday because of the referee. And I think that's why for me it's like it's a mentality thing as well, bro.
I had a tweet go viral, and
I saw it.
calling me crazy.
I saw it.
Because I
your
said
excuse.
about the referee. What did I say?
We've already used something about we've got our excuse already.
What did I say? Where is it? Let me find it. Okay, so Peter Banks is chosen to be the referee for the Arsenal Man City game after they've taken Michael Oliver off the refereeing this game. Note that he is born and bred, lived in Liverpool, and is not allowed to referee Liverpool or Everton games, right? And the PGOL are not even hiding the corruption anymore, in my opinion.
Yeah, why is that corruption?
Because
first of all, define the word corruption. What does corruption mean? Because the words you're using you can't use them just willy-nilly. They have meaning. When you say corruption, you're saying this person is intentionally taking some benefit to do bad against Arsenal, and there was absolutely no proof of that.
I think
this is before the game has even been played.
Yes,
like the game has been played, and you get something. Maybe you can moan about it, but there's literally nothing.
That's what I would say the same. I would say take out the referee's hands. Like, try and just go there and actually put in a good performance. Because if you do lose this game, I don't think it will be down to a referee decision. I think it will be down to you lot bottling it.
Somebody who lived in Liverpool their whole life and is presumably a Liverpool fan, refereeing a game between Arsenal.
Why are you presuming that?
Because
but Rack, do you think City? But do you think City doesn't have the same point? For example, like, say if City were like 1 point behind you, would you still think that? Would you still be worried in this game? Because City could say the same thing. They could say, right, well, this referee could turn out.
I'm not
help
conspiracy. Sometimes we get what's that a referee who lives in Greater Manchester, and a lot of Liverpool fans sometimes say, oh, it's so and so from Greater Manchester. I haven't got time for all this stuff. Like, the referees, they try and do their best. They're not perfect. There's this clamour for people saying let's get referees from abroad. I guarantee you, if that ever happened, they would make exactly the same mistakes. They would make exactly the same mistakes.
Maybe worse.
I'm not against it, by the way.
Issue,
him in. Let's get the best.
My issue is not with the referees. It's the people holding them accountable. Nobody's doing that.
Yeah, if a referee came out after the game and was like, look, we apologize.
But a second ago, you literally used the word corruption. That's not what you said. What you said about corruption and what you just said. You don't mind the referees. That doesn't make sense. They're
Okay,
two contradictory. You literally, if you use the word corruption,
maybe it's not corruption. Maybe I'm over exaggerating or I'm being flippant. But the reality, I'm not saying anyone's bribing anybody.
100%.
But I do think there's biases. I do think there's natural biases, and referees have been biased versus Klopp, like David Koo. Referees are biased against Arteta for his antics on the sidelines. People feeling like the referees, he calling them a disgracia, and then they're getting mad.
But the problem with bias is that how do you ever deal with it? If you're talking about subconscious bias, let's use that premise.
How can you deal with it unless the person says it?
Yeah, exactly. You can't deal with it. So there's nothing that can be done.
You can use your eyes and you can see that one referee has 8 sendings off with Arsenal players.
Okay.
And for Man City, he's refereed over 80 Man City games and has 0 red cards.
But do you understand why that specific analysis is flawed? Give me an example. Yeah. Have a guess why I might think that's flawed.
Maybe they all are red cards. Maybe they're not.
Okay, so you need to take each challenge and each red card on its own merits. Do you agree with me on that?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So then the number of red cards itself related to a particular referee, because there'll probably be another referee who's probably given more red cards for Manchester City and less for Arsenal.
What about the number of controversial Arsenal decisions?
Yeah. What about them?
Is there not a higher level of controversial Arsenal decision than you see than other clubs? Or am I tripping?
So far this season, you've had 3.
I'll say potentially, but if you're going to do this, then we need to do a proper analysis about it. Then someone needs to quantify these things. First of all, you need to define what's controversial. For example, I don't think the Saliba sending off is controversial. I don't think the Brighton,
the Saliba penalty wasn't controversial.
Penalty. That's not controversial. I think that's a clear penalty.
You guys are calling a headbutt? Rock, you look defeated, bro. Dropped his head like he gave up.
I'm exasperated. I'm exasperated because for me, it's a clear foul. After when they did the analysis of it, they also determined it was a clear penalty. Some people said one of the excuses they say that it wasn't is we don't see them. I'm sorry, but just because you don't see them, just because they're rare, that doesn't mean it's not a penalty.
All right. You know what? I'm changing the title to Heated Debate.
I wish there wasn't any of this stuff so we can talk about the actual game.
Yeah, no, it's one of them ones, man. I think every fan can probably have something to say about the refereeing decisions this season, man. So it's just one of them ones.
I think the referees have a general bias, and at times it seems like they want to be wrong and strong rather than get the right decision.
Yeah, but it's not just with Arsenal, though, isn't it?
Will this carry on? How long is it going to carry on against Arsenal then? If you think it is, if this is actually a reality,
maybe
how do you stop it?
Maybe the day Arteta leaves, it will die. Maybe they hate Arteta or do they dislike Arsenal? I don't know, but I genuinely feel like from the bottom of my heart that they have an issue with my club.
Yeah, I might be going off the limb here, but like, would you say? I think Liverpool's like they get the most decisions for me. I'll be honest with you.
Man City definitely get the most decisions.
Probably, yeah. In terms of penalties, maybe, yeah, because they get a lot.
Man
of penalties.
City literally get offside goals given to them as goals. You got Akanji and Ake, one's shooting and one's offside, jumping literally in the way of the ball. And they're still giving it as goals. Anyways, Vader, talk to me. Vader.
What are we saying?
We're probably gonna have
your teams.
We're probably gonna have to do an Arsenal Man City thing tomorrow. Me, you, Hamza, and like Deo. We'll do that tomorrow, hopefully.
Tomorrow? Is the audio still kind of cracking right now?
Yeah, we'll get you on tomorrow. We'll save the Arsenal Man City conversation for tomorrow, but we'll get the rest of the boys to give their takes on it. Do you have anything?
All right, respect.
Do you have anything interesting you want to mention before this game about your team?
No, man. Like right now, I think City are showing that they're getting healthy. City are getting healthy. That's really all that Pep's been asking for. That's what many City fans have been asking for. This matchup, it's an intense one, right? There's a lot of history there. There's a lot of bad blood, if you want to talk about it. There's a lot of things that have been said. There's been a lot of actions, right? I'll go into detail and list all the grievances I've had with Arsenal over the last few years, starting with your manager. But with regards to the game, I think we can expect both teams to go out for a win, and we can definitely expect Arsenal going out for a win because they're at the Emirates. So it'll be a good game. But we'll get into it when we do a proper preview. Apologies on the audio. I keep changing. I think maybe my phone's due with an update or something like that because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and I'm not doing anything different. But yeah, man. Apologies to everybody in the chat, the viewers. Hit the like button and subscribe so you catch me on the next preview with regards to. Did he say Dio? Did you say Dio?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make sure I get a good night's sleep then. But yeah, bless up, guys. I'll stay in the panel.
Rita, can I just say, and I just want to shout out Rita's channel, CIA, City Intelligent Agendas, Be There or Be Square. And what's the other show? What's the other show, Rita? I don't remember the name.
115.
Yeah, no worries. I got Why Always Me, and I also have the 115. One question, 15 minutes.
All right, guys. Vader, have a good one.
Bless.
Rack, give me your takes on this game because I'm going to save mine for tomorrow.
City are still a shadow of their former selves at the moment. I think when Vader says that they're getting back to their best or they're getting healthy, I think that will help them improve. But I think probably this game comes a little bit too soon for them. And Arsenal at home, they've got a solid record. They haven't lost to a top team for quite a while. So I expect you to win. I reckon it'll probably be 1-0, 2-1, something like that. I'd be surprised if you drop points.
Yeah, I would say the same. I think maybe Arsenal go into it as favourites, but I still wouldn't write off City, man, especially with that Marmouche player. He looks good as well. So it could be a draw, Rack, because no one would want to lose that game. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Arsenal.
There's a bit of needle. There's a bit of needle there.
Yeah, maybe a 2-2, maybe a 2-2. But this is your chance, man. Arsenal have to go in and to this game with a mentality to win this game. Especially, all of your performances against City. It's like you're always in second gear or third gear. So I'd like to see you lot just start strong and take it to City and try and keep this title race alive.
Listen,
I must say that's one thing that I noticed about Arsenal last week and also in the Champions League. You set up a bit more aggressively, and even when you went down to 10 men against Wolves, you were quite aggressive. It was reminiscent, in my opinion, of our performance when we played Fulham. We went down to 10 men, but from that point onwards, we were actually quite clearly the better team. And I think Arsenal were the better team against Wolves. And you never know, right? If they had 11 men on the pitch, then maybe they could have got something out of it. But as soon as they went down to 10, Arsenal went up even another level because Wolves were struggling to contain them even with 11 men. So, yeah, Arsenal looking good at the moment.
You know what? It's not about the league. It's about these guys calling us and saying, be humble. We're going to have to humble.
Stay humble,
humble them. And
oh, man.
And I'm going to leave it there, guys. It's been a good hour. We covered pretty much everything. We've covered all the games. There's one game left. Tottenham. Tottenham play who? Who do Tottenham play?
I don't even know, bro. Let me check.
Tottenham play blind check. Tottenham are playing away from home. Do you give them a chance to beat Brentford?
Oh, Brentford. Oh, nah. Brentford's winning that, bro.
At Brentford?
Yeah.
Yeah. No way. Spurs I'm getting everything at the moment.
I'm going Brentford, bro.
Wow.
I'm going Brentford.
You'd have to be so brave to back Spurs at this in any game at this point, right?
It would be a Spursy thing to win, though.
Wow. All right, guys, that's enough there. We're gonna wrap it up. Let's hear what Vader has to say. Vader, you there? Vader.
No.
He's out the building. Guys, we're gonna wrap it up there. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Love for the love, people. We had a wonderful panel today, and we had over 800 people pop in and show some love. So I appreciate all the love and support from all you guys.
Like, comment, subscribe, please. Like,
comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys stay tuned with everything. I've done 35 uploads since January 1st.
Wow.
So if you guys have enjoyed my uploads, enjoy the uploads. If you've enjoyed the videos, enjoy the live videos. One thing I ask is hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below as much as you can, guys. And we are adding.
Igal, what I'll say, whether you like Igal's opinions or not, whether you like my opinions or M's opinions or any of the guys, Igal is the hardest working man on YouTube. So please subscribe, like, do all the good stuff, man. Because yeah, the entertainment. This channel is full of entertainment, and he deserves it.
And bro, on a Friday night, 8 o'clock, you know we're here. That's what we're here for.
There you go. Have a good night. It's Friday again. Peace out.
Big up.